Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. This is going to be purely a commercial to sell the product off the farm. And this is a time to really be enthusiastic because we are able to get these pigs into a USDA processor right now. No questions asked because of this recent ruling that came down that says our pigs are legal. Not that I agree with all that stuff, but we've got to move some animals off the farm and make a living here, and that's why we did this in the first place. So this is purely a commercial. I want to show you these products, and I want to do this over the course of a few days because trying to describe the Mangalitsa pig to you in 5 minutes is impossible. It's absolutely impossible. This pig has so many different facets. We're calling this pig the perfect pig, and I think we're going to dedicate some time to showing the pig off and really promoting the breed. Others have done a really good job of promoting the breed, but I want to take it in a different direction from the culinary point of view. I mean, we're farmers, but we want to take it to its final destination and show you what can be done with this pig. And what I'm going to show you right now is just what we would call the fresh cuts. The Mangalitsa pig is a charcuterie pig. That is its best use. Charcuterie is making things like bacon, hams, and I'm not talking a Hormel ham here. I'm not talking a pink ham. I'm talking a ham that you salt and then you hang it for a year. I'm talking that kind of ham. More along the lines of prosciutto, if you've ever had that. But the real deal. The reason why we can do this with this pig is because if we hang a ham, we don't want it to go bad. We don't want it to get rancid. And this pig resists rancidity, not only because of the breed that it is, but because of the way it's fed. We try to feed them feeds that are high in tannic acid. And you remember, if you're going to tan a hide, you're actually, you can pulverize acorns and then make a slurry out of that and put a hide in that, and it will tan it and it will resist going stinky on you. So that's kind of what we do with this. However, the Mangalitsa is excellent for fresh cuts as well. A fresh cut would be something like, well, they're kind of frosty now because I had them out of the freezer, but these are ribs, all right? There's nothing better than Mangalitsa ribs. Fresh sausage, it's packed in bulk, 1 pound or 2 pounds. This stuff is out of this world. It's worth getting out of bed for in the morning to have something to eat. And this stuff, if you eat it, it will stay with you till lunch easily. You won't have to take snacks in between. Here's a loin roast. So the loin is the muscle that's on either side of the backbone. It's a thick muscle about like this, and that's what you make pork chops out of it, but that's when you cut through the bone. All of this meat is knife cut, and it makes a big difference. If we cut through it with a saw, we're making a jagged edge, and it allows, it doesn't cook up as well. There's a lot of reasons why it's not as good, but all this stuff is going to be knife cut. We've got a USDA processor, a friend of ours now, that is taking our pigs, and he's pretty skillful with the knife. Here's the good old pork chops, and they would come like this, 2 per container. Here's a picnic roast. All right, this comes off the shoulder. If there's any questions about this, you don't know what you're ordering, you don't know what to order, by all means call the farm. We can do this. I can consider you all as kind of a close family, and it's not like this will be offered forever. We are planning on putting out about 200 animals a year, somewhere in that neighborhood, so there's not really enough for everybody in the United States. But we want to establish a customer base here. So we're using Farm Match, and that kind of gets you to be a member of the farm, and it gives you priority when you order things. One of the other things that we're going to offer here is lard. This is the fat that comes off the inside of the animal, sometimes called the kidney fat or the leaf fat. And then we render it down, heat it until it melts, and then pour it in these containers. And we have other containers that are glass that we're using now. These are nice because they're light for shipping. And then this can be used for everything that you do in the kitchen. Everything, even combing your hair with this. You'll smell good all day long. But you can use this as shortening for baking, frying your eggs in, frying beans in, stir fry, you name it. Any place where you would use shortening. And Mangalitsa makes it better. Mangalitsa makes it better. It definitely does. And this stuff is very reasonably priced. We've seen some fat available online, and it's pretty steep. And one thing that you will know if you're buying fat from us is I've shown you this place. We have an open door policy. If you want to come see how we raise these pigs, by all means make an appointment. We'll show you around. All of our animals are on pasture. They're out in the sun. They root in the dirt. It's very, very important that they do that because the secret to a good tasting pig is mineralization of their flesh and bones. And they only get those minerals through the soil. And the soil's got to be good. And we take care of our soils here pretty well. With that said, that fat is something that the body needs. Our good friends at the USDA have been telling us for a long time a fat-free diet is the way you want to go. I don't think so. Our bodies have a lot of fat in them. We need them. Our brain is fat. So we need that to lubricate our joints and all that stuff. And we know people that use fat regularly that are in their 70s and they're still out there stooping down, working in the garden and just working right alongside of us young 55-year-old people. So I would say get some of this fat and start using it because you need it. Another thing that you need is bone broth. But bone broth has to come from bones of the animals that were pastured, that are in the sun, that are rooting in the dirt, that are getting lots of exercise, that have strong bones, right? Because you need that to rebuild your bones. So these products are going to be available online, bakersgreenacres.com. Go to Farm Match and take it from there. Any questions, call us. Our decision to use UPS is because they've given us good service for a lot of years now. And I think that they can get a package to you over in Pennsylvania a lot cheaper than you can drive out to Michigan and get it. Of course, if you want to drive out, that's fine. If you're picking up a good size order, we will put you up in our bunkhouse and send you on your way the next day with a bunch of good stuff. I'm going to be coming back at you with a few more commercials telling you other stuff that we have available off Baker's Green Acres. This is Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm.